Living in the moment, and the moment is the future.
Hey guys, Lucky here, back with another war recap, but this time we are in MadHouse, our sister clan in the Mad Wolf Pack Alliance. If you haven't heard of them, please check them out. Just give you a quick gander at their clan description. They're a hashtag 20V0Q098. Check them out. They are a lot of bunch of awesome guys in there. But let's check out our last war. We were matched up against a Ukrainian clan, and we came out just on top, and we were pretty much leading the way through most of the war. However, they made us sweat for a little bit as they started cleaning up the stars at the last 2 hours of the war. So let's take a gander. So first of all, let's check out Zadok's attack on number 3. Now, this is actually funny because we haven't seen Zadok the entire war except for the last 2 hours. And we were wondering, where's Zadok? Where's Zadok? And he actually popped up on GroupMe in our clan chat. So like, I just got out of church. I got an army cooking right now. And the last 2 hours, he just like, both attacks, he just knocked him out of the park both times. So, great job. Great job, Zadok. So let's check this out. He's got a govaho all trained up. And let's see how he does this. So he starts to just drop his golem. He's not going to bother pulling the clan castle. He's got a couple of wizards to help create the funnel. Drops a second golem with a couple other wizards behind it. Drops 3 wall breakers. Breaks it into the core. First golem goes in, and the wizard continues to create that funnel, drops a quad quake, and drops all of his Valkyries as they start to just rush into the core. Now the enemy has a bunch of wizards and archers in the clan castle. Not a big deal to deal with. The Valkyries make short work of them. As the kill squad goes more into the core, he starts to drop his hog riders at 4 o'clock as they go clockwise around the base. And he's got 2 heals in the bag. Drops 1 on the south side. And the hogs are pretty much covered. Loses a few to a spring trap. But he's got another golem in the clan castle. I think he might have forgotten about that. But I remember him telling me, he's like, I thought that I had Valks in there, but it turned out alright anyway. So, good on you on that one anyway. So, the rest of the kill squad and the Valkyries are just cleaning out the inside. I think he's still just got 1 more, maybe 3 or 4 hogs left. And it is pretty much almost clean at time. He's got 2 more defenses to drop. And that last cannon goes down with a fully healed golem. They started to come in late in the attack. Anyway, that was a great attack on their number 3. Great job there, Zadok. Alright. Next attack we have is another of Zadok's attack. You know, number 4, he just made another same type of attack. A govaho, which is golems, Valkyries, hogs. And he just knocks it out of the park with his second attack. So let's see him do this one. First off, he starts off with his quad quake. Drops those walls down. Drops his golem. With 1 wizard. Drops his clan castle golem. A couple of wizards behind that. Drops his wall breakers to break into that outer wall. And this is great, guys. If you can use a minimum amount of wizards to create that funnel, the more army space you can use for something else. Maybe more wizards, maybe something else. Doesn't matter, but he got his kill squad and his Valkyries into the core, just a clear path to the town hall. Just made very short work of the clan castle troops. Drops his hogs at the 5 o'clock position, and they are again going clockwise around the base. Hasn't even used, I think he used like one heal spell. And there goes his second heal spell, protecting his hogs. And I'd heal up his Valks pretty quick. I think he's saving that one for the last part of the base at the 9 o'clock position. So he drops that final heal spell down over the Teslas, the air defense, and the cannon. And he's still got a Golem, a Golemite, his Barbarian King, and I believe a couple of Valkyries at the top side, while the Queen is cleaning up the trash buildings around the outside at the bottom. So he drops the rest of his wizards to help clean up the trash buildings. Let's speed this along, because this is just going to be a nice little 3-star again. So he's still got a couple Teslas, the air defense that he can still work with, but the rest of his army is closing in on it. That goes down, 2 more Teslas. And good, the Teslas are concentrated on that last Golem, so it's going to make easy work for the Archer Queen to finish off the job. And that's a nice 3-star. Very nice job, Zadok. Alright, the next attack I want to show you is one of my attacks. It is on number 7, and I used a govaho, so let's give it a quick scout real quick. Now I look at this base and it has all max Town Hall 9 defenses except for the walls and except for the heroes. So immediately I wanted to do some type of Valkyrie attack. And I could either use a Mass Valk or a govaho, and I felt the safer bet would have been a govaho, because I can surgically insert hogs wherever they might have been needed. So let's take a look at how I do this. So my army composition was 2 archers, 1 giant, 7 wizards, 7 hogs, 15 Valkyries, 1 golem, and another golem. I'm sorry, no. 3 Valkyries and 3 max wall breakers in my clan castle. Now guys, if you're trying to do this attack yourself, I strongly encourage you to get 3 max Valkyries and 3 max wall breakers into your clan castle. If you are looking to break open an outer wall, even if you're doing a quad quake, that is a great method to use, so you don't have to make your own wall breakers. You can get some max wall breakers to break down any kind of wall. Now with this base I didn't really need it, but I brought some anyway just to be on the safe side. So my giant was to use on the clan castle to lure out the troops. A lot of these bases, you'll find that a lot of them were filled with wizards and archers. Now if you remember back in the old days, you had to make sure that you pulled all of the troops out all at once. Now if you just dropped, say, a wall breaker at a wall and it triggered the clan castle, and there was wizards and archers, you maybe only get 5 of those troops out of the clan castle. And then when you launched out your regular army, the rest of the troops would come out and just screw up the whole attack altogether. Would suck. So the best method, in my opinion, is to drop in a giant, because a giant has more life points than a hog rider. And if you, my plan was to drop him right here, right at one of these army camps, let him walk up to the wall and beat on the wall for a while until he died. That will take a while to happen, which will allow all the clan castle troops to come all the way out. Now if you know that there's a dragon, or if you know that there's a lava hound, or 1, 2, or 3 types of strong troops, and that was it, then yeah, it doesn't matter if you use a hog rider, a giant, a wall breaker, or whatever to trigger the clan castle. But since it's wizards and archers, you want something to be in its vicinity to keep pulling out the troops. Alright, now that I'm done with that, let me talk you the rest of the way through this attack. Alright, so I dropped my giant, and whoops, there goes the spring trap. So, backup plan, use a hog rider. Hog rider goes in, pulls some of the troops out, but that's not all. You see there's only 5 pulled out. So I'm going to use another See if I can get some more to come out. Yeah, still got some more. I'm going to use another one. Let's see what I can get. No? I think there's still some in there, but I think they'll pull the rest out later. So I drop a quad quake to break open these two walls, smack dab on the cannon, and I got a clear path to the core. I drop my golem, drop 3 wizards on each side of that golem, creating a perfect funnel. Dropping my heroes, and they're going to whack down on those trash buildings and then on those clan castle troops. I drop my CC with 3 Valkyries and wall breakers, and boom! I've got another pathway just in case any of my troops and or Valkyries decide to go that direction as well. So my Valkyries are just cleaning out the core. I drop a heal spell, making sure that they're up. I drop my hogs down at the 630 position so they're clear out that lane. Now as you see this, guys, a great method, whatever type of kill squad you like to use, when they get into the core and you want to keep them up, use a heal spell, or if you don't want to use a heal spell, make sure they're all concentrated on 1 or 2 golems that you have, depending on the situation. Because if you use hogs, you can surgically apply the hogs at these defenses that are firing into the core, and not at your hogs. So you don't need to use a heal spell for those hogs. Let's continue. So the Valkyries are just finished clearing out the inside of that base. Hogs are keeping up their work, and the Valkyries are pretty much split all the way around. Cleanup is pretty much almost all the way through, and yeah, we're almost through. Got plenty of Valkyries and hogs up. I didn't even use my Archer Queen ability, and I still got 1 heal spell in the bag. So what do I do with it? I swag it. Alright. Now my other attack I'm going to show you guys is on number 10. And this was because I want to take out, this is what you call a Southern Teeper type. Teeper? Yeah. It is a Southern Teaser type of base. So it kind of entices you to bring your army from the south side. Now, my farming base is a Southern Teaser type of base, so I know I'm not going to come from the south side because I know better. So my aim is to come from the 3 o'clock position through to the Archer Queen and into the Town Hall, and I'll deal with the bottom side as needed. And it was kind of like a hit or miss type of a generalized plan that I had going here. Let's see how I do this. Alright, so I want to drop my giant again at the cannon. Now I swear to God that I had the giant within the circumference of the clan castle to trigger it, but apparently that didn't happen. So I dropped a few hogs to take out the cannon to go in a bit further, which tripped off a couple of Teslas and all of these archers. Oh my goodness. So anyway, I anchored them over to the right side, dropped my quad quake to open up a path from the Archer Queen into the core, and dropped my golem, dropping surrounding wizards around the golem to take out those archers, as well as create a generalized form of a funnel. Probably could have dropped them a little bit further south on the army camp. But again, I used my clan castle with 3 archers, and as you can see, 3 max wall breakers to break open that corner on the right side. So my kill squad has a clear path into the core to kill the Archer Queen and the Town Hall. So my heroes go down, my Archer Queen starts to clean up some of the trash buildings. I forget whether or not she goes inside, but another thing, guys, if you're not sure about your funnel, drop 1 Valkyrie to make sure that she goes into where you want to. If she does, drop the rest. Just blow your entire load. Wait, what? Never mind. Let's keep going. So anyway, Valkyries go in. We have 3 more wizards that came out of the clan castle, but they're made short work of. And then I drop, since that cannon was firing on my Valkyries, I just decided to go ahead and drop my hogs to take it out and help clean out the rest of these bottom defenses. and see if we can go clockwise around the base without getting into too much trouble. My Archer Queen ability's been activated, and it continued cleaning around the top side. My Valkyries and Hogs are cleaning out the bottom. I've already tripped off all of the giant bombs, and all the trash buildings are being taken care of. And I have a couple Valkyries. My Barbarian King starts to go back to the storages to clean those out. My Hogs are like only three of them, and they just got taken out by Springtrap. I decided at this point I have 1, 2, 3, 4 defenses still left up, but my Valkyries are cleaning up the trash buildings, so I think I might be in trouble because I already activated my Archer Queen, my Barbarian King, and 1 Archer's at the bottom. It's all or nothing at this point, so at this point I decided to do my Barbarian King's ability. So I pop that. Gonna move on to kill our storages because time is clicking out, man. So Archer Queen goes down. Still got a Valkyrie up north that's working on the trash buildings, and I didn't even see this. I still got a Valkyrie with my Barbarian King with 1 Archer, quite a few Barbarians, and they're gonna whack their way through the wall, taking out an air defense, a mortar, builder hut, and an archer tower, and boom, my Barbarian King goes down. All I got left is 1 Valkyrie and Barbarians, and the time is clicking out for me, and I'm like, am I gonna do it? Is it gonna go down? And she just goes in between the 2 buildings to take out the last few, and it is all over after that. It was like 10 seconds left after that attack, guys. Big sigh of relief. That could have gone south very easily, but luckily it turned out okay. Alright guys, next attack we have is Bobby on number 11, and he as well has done a govaho attack. So let's take a gander at this. Now this, we know we have maybe a few spaces that might house a couple of giant bombs, but we'll see how he does this. Let's take a look. So he starts with this, dropping his Quad Quake, opening up a path to the Archer Queen, drops his Golem, 2 Golems, trips off a giant bomb with some wizards behind the Golems, taking out some trash. The wall breakers go down, opening out the outer wall, drops 1 Valkyrie to see if she goes in, and she starts to go in. Good test, Valkyrie, and he drops the rest of them. Not sure they're gonna go inside. Takes out the cannon and goes right back outside. Well, that's okay. It turns out to be okay in the end anyway. So he drops his Hogs at the 11 o'clock position, and they start making their way, going clockwise around the building. And as you can see, the Valkyries that just said, "Screw it, we're breaking into the base," and taking out some defenses and some storages as well. So it's just mass hysteria. Archer Queen gets activated with her ability. Still got 1 heal spell in the bags for the Hogs, and it got very few defenses left to take out here. And it was over before you knew it. Check that out, guys. That was over fast. Did you guys blink? Because he's got plenty of Hogs, plenty of cleanup troops to go around, and he hasn't even activated his Barbarian King's ability yet. There it goes. And all it is just trash cleanup now. Very nice job. That was almost too easy. Way too easy. Alright. Nice job, Bobby. Next attack we have is Bambucha with his goho attack. And he takes out number 12 with a perfect 3-star attack. And one of his main things he likes to look for is a base that doesn't have a lot of spaces for double giant bombs. And if that is what he finds, like this base for instance, he usually likes to deploy his Hogs in a conga line fashion. Now normally I say try to do more surgical, but with this type of base, with their more compact, there's not a lot of spaces, you know what? Conga line it out, man. So let's see what he does here. Drops a quad quake. Perfect path into the core. And he just totally ignores the clan castle. Don't care what's in there. So he drops his golem. Decent spread of wizards around the golem. And the Archer Queen is just way too exposed. And what? A dragon comes out instead of archers and wizards. Well, that's no matter because we got plenty of wizards and to take out the dragon. So dragon goes down. And he trips off a giant bomb. And the hog's about ready to get deployed. So he drops him at the 9 o'clock position. Drops his first heal spell down. The hogs start to split up some, which is good. Taking out those defenses on the right side as they move their way over. He's still got he's still got 2 heal spells left. One is dropped. He's got the last one for that right side quadrant. And it goes down. And it is over before you know it, guys. Very nice job. All the giant bombs have been tripped. And that is it. So all the cleanup troops get dropped. And he's got plenty of hogs to just clean up. So very nice job. And he took the time to take out the builder huts too. Very nice, Bomb. Very, 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 very nice. Alright. Alright, the next attack I want to show you guys is Marvin, who is a resident of MadHouse. And he also does his own version of a govaho attack on number 14. Gets a 3-star. Let's watch him go at it. So it's a very standard type of base. So this Marvin here drops a couple hogs to keep pulling out the clan castle troops, and they just keep coming. It's like a clown car. And a couple more. I think they're all out. Oh, they still keep coming. Oh my goodness. So what are we going to do now? Oh, we're going to pull them over to the right side with an archer. And then don't waste too much time. There we go. Oh, remember the old days when that actually worked? But still, that's actually, you know, he drops actually quite a bit of them, so actually it's not much of a headache at all. So very nice job on that first portion. So he drops 2 golems at the south side with a nice spread of wizards. Whoop, tripping off a single giant bomb. He sends his wall breakers, breaks open the outer core. Now we're going to get into the center. He's going to drop a jump spell to get into the core. He's got his Valkyries going in, his heroes going in, and he's dropped a heal spell just to make sure they're going to get in there alright. Carve out the insides right there. Trips off a giant bomb, starts trickling out his hogs in the 9 o'clock position. And he's dropped another heal spell into the core and another one at the hogs as they go clockwise around the base. And the job is halfway done, guys. All you gotta do is watch your hero abilities. Make sure they don't die before you pop those. And activates his king ability. Wizards are already on the job of cleaning up the trash buildings. The 3 o'clock position defenses are already concentrated on the golems, so hopefully they stay concentrated on them while got a couple of hogs that just went flying. So we still got 2 hogs left to clear out the last 2 defenses. The wizard tower goes down, the archer tower goes down. All that's left is just cleanup. Finally pops his queen ability with a couple of Valks left standing, and that's a 3-star. Very nice job, Marvin. The next attack I want to show you guys is the clan leader's second or third account. I can't remember which now, but some version of Raymondo does a 3-star on number 32, and this is a Town Hall 8 attack. And he asked me, Lucky, have you ever heard of a govaho? And I said, Gesundheit. He said, no, really, watch this. So he does a giant Valkyrie hog attack. And I'm like, you sure it's not like a Golem Valkyrie hog attack? I said, no, it was giants. Like young Town Hall 8s can actually probably do this in a certain situation. But I watched this attack and I thought it was actually pretty cool. So let's take a look at what he does here. So drops a couple of hogs to pull out the clan castle troops. Can't believe how many of these clan castles just have like wizards and archers. Oh my. So anchors them over with an archer, a few barbs, and start having a wizard fight. My fireball is bigger than your fireball. Alright, and the clan castle troops go down. So he starts trying to pick off a few trash buildings. Let's see what he does now. So he activates a couple of skeleton traps. Does a quad quake in the top corner, dropping 2 walls to clear path into the core. So here's where the good part happens. He starts dropping his giants to go into the core. 1 Valkyrie, making sure that Valkyrie goes in, drops the rest of his Valkyries. And as they go into the core, watch this, as they go into the core, he's going to drop a heal spell directly in the middle. Because now look at all the defenses, guys. All the outside ring defenses are all concentrated on the giants. So now the Valkyries and soon the hogs will have free reign to just take out all those defenses as the defenses are concentrated on the giants. And the giants are being held up by that 1 heal spell. And you see all the defenses just like halfway down. So he drops the last heal spell to keep his hogs up. And any Valkyries that might be in that mix. And most of his Valkyries are actually taking care of the rest of the trash buildings. And that is just over. That was pretty cool, guys. I gotta admit, I don't often see variations on a govaho, but if you don't have golems, you know what? Use giants. Very nice job, Raven. Thank you very much for that demonstration. Alright guys, next attack I want to show you is a 3-star attack from Eric using a goho. And let's see how he goes about this. So this looks like a fairly young Town Hall 9. So he drops his quad quake over the wizard tower at the top part of the base. And he's got 1 wall down into the core. Let's hope it's good enough. So he drops 1 barbarian and then a few hogs to take out the clan castle. Now if you see this, guys, is using that to pull the clan castle troops. I personally like to use a giant, but you know, whatever works at that point. So he tries to pull the clan castle troops over with a barbarian. And then he drops his golem down, 2 golems down, with a decent spread of wizards on either side to create the funnel. Drops his wall breakers to get into that last wall. Doesn't quite get into it quite yet. But that last wall breaker does it. Alright. Outer wall is down. Golems go in. Unfortunately, some of the wizards and the barbarian king went for a walk. But that's alright. He trickles in his hog riders in from the 3 o'clock position. Going in, and he drops his heal spell as though as the main group of hogs go clockwise around the base. So the enemy Archer Queen goes down. Hogs are still up. Archer Queen is still fighting the good fight. Second heal spell goes down over the giant bomb. And drops a balloon over the brand new archer tower. And the last archer tower goes down. And that is an easy 3-star for Eric. Very nice job, Eric, who is a young Town Hall 9 himself. Alright. And we get the cleanup troops going. Very nice job. Alright, I want to finish off with a drag loon attack, which is a very by the book drag loon attack, and that is Super Boss on number 34. Alright, let's see Super Boss take this bad boy out. And he is a brand new Town Hall 8 himself, so he's still got level 2 dragon, so he uses a Zap Quake on the bottom air defense, takes that out, and he drops a dragon at the 12 o'clock and 3 o'clock position, taking out those huts. That is how you should start out every drag loon attack, folks. So as they come into the outer trash ring, that's when he starts intermittently dropping his dragons. And he's taking his time. Don't rush it, but don't be too slow about it either. So that creates the perfect funnel. He drops his loons from his clan castle. And he drops a raid spell right about sometime. There it goes. So the second air defense goes down. Third air defense goes down. And that is pretty much the main fight of doing a drag loon on a Town Hall 8 base, guys. It's the dragons and loons versus the air defenses. After that, it's all downhill. If you can master that, it's the way to go. When you get into the upper management of Town Hall 8, that's when you want to start going into hogging or govaho, something along those lines. Alright, so that is a very nice attack. So that is it for today, guys. I want to give a shout out to Kiev. We found out that they are a clan from the Ukraine. They played a great war. I believe we did as well, and perhaps we'll see them around the Clash Universes sometime again soon. Hope they do well, and I will see you guys next time. Want to give you also fair warning that next weekend's War Recap will be hosted by Insane Wolfpack, and we should have a fairly large war. Don't know if we'll have a 40. Hopefully we may. But either way, we're going to have something larger than 20. So stay tuned for that. And this is Lucky, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Content.